Hi, folks. I hope all of you are doing very well. You see, today we will be looking at the fifth chapter in the book titled Play of Consciousness. This is our 95th video, and this chapter is titled Sadhana by Swami Muktananda. Okay, it's a very big chapter because obviously, as a person who has attained liberation, who has attained a lot of uh, experiences out of meditation, he has so much to tell us on sadhana. So here, mainly when he says sadhana, he is talking about meditation as sadhana. Okay. And though it's a big chapter, I have condensed everything into some 25 points. So I will just explain all these 25 points. Okay. You see, he says, you start your sadhana only when you receive the grace of your guru. Okay. So, and when you start your sadhana, you may get some experiences immediately. For some, it may come late. For some, it may not come at all. But here, Swami Muktananda says that you don't worry about all these experiences which you get during meditation. Whether you get it or not, you continue to do with sincerity, faith, and love. Okay. So, yes, sadhaka should keep up his practice with sincerity, faith, and love. And anything may be reversed. Anything can go topsy-turvy. But once you receive the grace of your guru, it continues from birth to birth, in whichever country you are born in. See, the meaning is, suppose a person is practicing his sadhanas under the guidance of a guru in India. Okay, he is doing his sadhana for a long time, and then he meets with his death. And probably in his next lifetime, he is born in some foreign country, maybe in London or US, UK, anyway. He may study there, he may go to college, he may get some job. But when the right time comes, he will come back to India in search of his old guru. That is the meaning. So, guru, its lineage and guru's grace will continue generation after generation. So what I mean here is, see, the very fact that all of us are doing this, all of us are watching Kailash channel, or in some way we had been connected in the previous lives. And then that is why we all have come together, and we are watching the videos, and we are sharing our ideas. Okay. And this will continue in the following lifetimes also. Our aim is not to be born again, to get mukti in this lifetime itself, but still, if it happens like that also, see, we will be born more or less in the same situation, in the same place, in and around. And one more important point which I want to insist here is, see, once you start the sadhana in your lifetime, in the next lifetime, it will continue. You might have heard of small children reciting Lalita Sahasranamam. Huh? How is it possible? In the previous Janma, he might have been a sadhak, doing or reciting Lalita Sahasranamam for so many years. And this memory continues in the next lifetime also. You see, a person, maybe a doctorate, maybe a great surgeon, he does his job diligently in this Janma, and he dies. In the next Janma, he has to start learning alphabet from scratch. He has to start ABCD. He has to start learning ABCD from the beginning. Whereas, as far as the sadhana is concerned, it is not so. It continues. So, if you are doing meditation in this lifetime, maybe you started doing it in the previous lifetime itself, or 2 or 3 lifetimes back, and it continues. And whatever you have accumulated, the experiences in this lifetime, it will continue in the next lifetime also. It is not that you have to you have to start from scratch. Okay, that is one speciality of this sadhana. And Swami Muktananda also says that you better sit in the same place at the same time and meditate. And this also I have already explained in my video on meditation. You can refer to that. And see, this prana or the Shakti or the CHITSHAKTI or the Kundalini Shakti is the life force. That is very, very important. Okay, so our body, senses, mind and the intellect all depends on this prana. And this prana is the one which is running in our 72,000 nadis, in the Sushumna nadi, from Mooladhara to Sahasrara. So everywhere, the whole body is reverberating because of the prana. And see, actually, this prana, it is divided into 5 vayus in 5 types, and it is doing its work as per its allotment. Actually, there are 10 gases, vayus, dasa vayu. Okay, maybe I can explain all the 10 vayus in another video, but not in the middle of this book review. Maybe after completion of this. Okay. So here we will see what Muktananda has to tell us. Okay. He says that this one Shakti or one prana, it divides into 5 to fulfill all the work in our body. So what is the first one? That is the prana, which works in the heart and all over the body. And next is apana. Apana, it works downwards. That is expelling the waste in the form of uh, food waste and urine, feces. The waste in the form of feces and urine. Samana. Samana means equal. So it works equally in all the parts of our body. Third one. Then Vyana. Vyana is also something which is pervading all our body. Okay, including the 72,000 nadis. That is including the astral body, not only in the physical body, it pervades in the astral body also. And then Udana. Udan means to rise. So Udana means it helps in the upward movement. So a sadhaka needs the help of this Udana Vayu. Because, see, a yogi uses this to raise his sexual fluid upwards with the help of Udana only. He is moving the prana from Mooladhara to Sushumna. Okay, so like this, he is explaining the 5 types of the same prana. How the prana is doing different things in different ways in our body. And he says that the prana shakti, it does innumerable tasks in a sadhaka. That is different postures. See, what he says is when a sadhaka, when a person is doing meditation, the body assumes different shapes and different postures in his meditation without his knowledge. And all these postures and other things are mainly because of the action of the prana shakti. Okay, so he says that the prana shakti does innumerable tasks in a sadhaka, that is different postures, yogas, mudras, bandhas. You know, there are 3 important bandhas: Jalendra bandha, Udyana bandha, Mula bandha. Okay, then Ashwini Mudra, Keshari Mudra, kriyas, pranayama. So the person is singing in ecstasy, dancing. He is sitting in ecstatic vibrations. He is roaring. No, all these things happen during meditation. And these things happen because of the vibrations of the prana. And sometimes, occasionally, this Shakti, that is the Chit Shakti or the Kundalini Shakti or the prana, will produce some physical ailments also. Because some diseases, some bad negative forces which are deep buried inside our body, these things are brought out in the form of physical ailments, and these are brought to the surface and expelled. That is also done by the prana only. So sometimes the sadhaka feels like intoxicated. Huh? He is feeling sleepy sometimes. Sometimes when he sits in the meditation, he sleeps for a long time. Sometimes, it happens to. So he says that while doing meditation, the sadhaka feels like intoxicated, which we have already seen. Sometimes he may feel sleepy. This also I have experienced. And the next stage also I have experienced, that it is the head falling down like this. For so many minutes, I used to be in this position. Then he sees visions and wanders through heaven, hell, Pitraloka, Siddhaloka, and he sees even his guru in his meditation. Then he also says, see, we must remember one thing. Swami Muktananda is one person who has got all experiences by doing intense meditation. So that, and he is describing all his personal experiences in the second part in 25 chapters. Those chapters are very small only, but very, very powerful, very enlightening for us. Okay, so that way it will be very interesting. So this is, you can take it as an introduction. He is compiling everything and giving it in the form of one chapter that is titled Sadhana. By sadhana, what he means is meditation. So he says, currents of happiness flows through all the nadis. And sometimes the sadhaka sitting in meditation, he sways to and fro like a flower. Even the ordinary things seemed so beautiful. Love springs from his heart, and compassion surges for all creatures. Love, compassion, everything comes out from his Anahata Chakra. Sometimes the sadhaka is feeling strong. Sometimes he feels weak. And but his Muktananda says, don't be afraid of all these different stages of meditation. These things come and go. And sometimes meditation is deep for a few days and it weakens the next few days. So don't be afraid, but do meditation regularly, sincerely, at the same time, every day, preferably at the same place, sitting at the same place. Then he talks about Nama Japa. That is, see, you can meditate on one thing, whichever is giving you the thoughtless state. The ultimate aim of meditation is to come from beta level to alpha level, isn't it? To calm down our mind. This the monkey mind must be made to become at least a little calm. That is what our ultimate aim is. That is, finally we will be reaching the thoughtless state. And then the day you reach the thoughtless state, that is the day of salvation. That is the day of mukti. Okay, so you can imagine how difficult it is. And I tell you, see, after enlightenment, Buddha used to preach. Buddha used to give answers to all the questions of his disciples. And one of them asked him, Oh Lord, I have been meditating for so many years, but still I am unable to control my mind. That means, is it my meditation method wrong or something is wrong with me? Kindly tell me. Then Buddha replied to him, the very fact that you have realized that you cannot control your mind is the enlightenment for you. That is the state of attaining mukti for you, because you have realized. You have not read it from any book, you have not heard somebody saying, you yourself sat for meditation for so many years and you have finally come to the conclusion. That is your self-realization, that the mind cannot be controlled. Okay, so Siddha Vriddhi Nirodhana, that is the ultimate aim of meditation. Okay, so he says you can meditate on anything which calms down your mind, which gives you one pointed attention. One pointed attention. Point attention on one particular thing. It can be on God, it can be on Lord Shiva, your Ishtadeva, your Goddess Parvati, or Meru, Mahameru, um, chakras. You can meditate on anything. You can meditate on your Guru, you can meditate on the feet of Guru, you can meditate on the mantra which is given by Guru. You know, mantras, there are one-lettered mantras, two-lettered mantras. See, for example, that is one-letter mantra. Lam, Vam, Ram, Ham, Yam. For the chakras, I told you, no? These are all two-lettered mantras. Namah Shivaya. That is five-lettered mantra. So like that, there are many mantras. And in meditation, sometimes the Guru gives you a mantra. So you can chant on that mantra. Okay, finally, what will happen? The mantra, you, your Guru, God, everything will become one. We should attain that state. Okay, that's what he says. So repeating the mantra will lead you to higher levels. Like sadhana it is. See, you will understand which cannot be understood by ordinary people. You see many things which cannot be seen by ordinary people. You attain many things which cannot be attained by others. So sit in solitude and repeat the name, repeat the mantra with a pure mind. Okay. So, Nama Japa is also a good way. And you know, there is another way of meditating. You light a candle and you keep looking at the flame of that. So, like that, there are so many things, so many ways. Now, in Anapanasati, what do? We are observing the inhalation and the exhalation. Okay. So, meditation is the infallible means of conquering the restlessness of the mind. Okay. Meditation is the heart of yoga, root of sadhana. So don't underestimate the power of meditation. And he also says that in Bhagavad Gita, it is written that the vision of the self is obtained through meditation. And in Srimad Bhagavatam, it says, in meditation, the sadhaka becomes the form of God. Just like a worm inside the cocoon meditates on a butterfly and it becomes a butterfly. So like that, a sadhaka through meditation on God becomes God himself, or he becomes like a God. So don't get frightened by meditation. We are already doing it in our daily life many times. What do we do in our daily life? See, we are doing so many things with one pointed attention. Without concentration, you cannot do so many things. Say, for example, driving, washing, cooking, eating, sending a mail. So many things we are doing. So, what Muktananda says is, hello, you don't be afraid of sitting for meditation because you are already doing meditation in many things in your daily chores on a daily basis. What is that? One pointed attention, undivided attention. So in our daily life, we do many things with one pointed attention, but only thing is, it is it is pointed towards the outside world. Okay. So now direct your mind to God. Turn inward. Meditation is neither easy nor hard. Huh? Meditation is making the mind devoid of thoughts. This is the stage when we can say we are attaining mukti. And some may ask questions, is it saguna upasana or nirguna upasana? Saguna means with the form. See, you take Lord, you meditate on Lord Shiva with the Shivaling in front of you. That is, there is a form, saguna upasana. Nirguna means no form. You know God is omnipresent, omnipotent, present everywhere. So you think of God like that and meditate. But all these temples and places of worships and all the idols are created. So because we have not reached the stage where we can meditate on nothing. Okay. That is why Lord Shiva is created. The idol of Lord Shiva resembles a man. The idol of goddess Parvati resembles a woman with the blouse, with the sari, with all the jewels. Exactly like a well-dressed woman. Why did they create like that? Only then we will be able to identify ourselves with that. But you can do Nirguna Upasana also. Okay, so meditation is something, meditate on that which stills your mind, which keeps your mind still, unmoving, unwavering. Through your meditation, you should get peace of mind. And sometimes during meditation, you get pain here and there on your body. You get some of the ailments are brought out. Now, nothing to worry about it. Okay, these things are done deliberately to get rid of all the inner diseases. And Muktananda says that Yamaraja, the Lord of Death, he says to his messengers, it seems, I quote, huh? This phenomenal world and I are one Lord God. That is Vasudeva. Our whole world is called as the Vasudeva Kudumbakam, isn't it? One family. So whoever has an unshakable feeling for the Lord, that is, whoever is having an unshakable feeling of Lord in his mind, in his heart, uh, uh, then, O messengers, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone and come away. The meaning is, even Yamaraja is not disturbing a person who is meditating. That means a meditator will not face any death. In short, that is the meaning. Will not face any death means, of course, there is no death for any soul. That is a different thing. But he need not be afraid of death. He need not be afraid that Yama Dharmaraja will come at any time and take away his life. Because he is meditating on God. Okay. So, the one who meditates on God, for him, now the directions are immaterial, the seasons are immaterial, everything is immaterial. North, south, east, west, or before God, above God, below God, behind God. They if they meditate with undivided attention on a particular thing, then that person will definitely attain liberation. And he also gives the example of gopikas. The gopikas are the ladies who they sing and dance and find pleasure doing all these things or doing service to Lord Krishna. These gopikas, they used to meditate like this. Muktananda says, wherever they looked, they saw Krishna. They saw Krishna in Yamuna, in forest, in wind, in seasons, in the four directions, in their husbands and children. These gopikas, they whatever they look at, they see only Lord Krishna. On cows, they themselves, they see as Krishna. So this is meditation. That is, everything is God, and you meditate on a particular thing, and slowly you will become that thing. So a person like Swami Muktananda, who has attained so much of experience out of his meditation, when he is telling us like this, no, it is like an impetus for us, isn't it? Hmm? Because we all know that meditation has lot of benefits, but we do find that in our daily busy life, meditation takes a backbench, isn't it? So when we listen to such videos, when we listen to people talking about the goodness of meditation, when we read books like this, no, we are motivated again and again. And we need this motivation in this busy life. We very much need this motivation to do meditation continuously. So may God bless you all. Thank you. We see the rest in the next video.